Hello and welcome to the Memory Gate. We are playing Final Fantasy VI. Indeed, the Final Fantasy shall continue until morale improves. So that's ominous. Oh, I'm in the Vels. Right. Managed to score a second Genji glove during my offline session. And it wasn't fun. Going through several rotations of the Veld group setup, which is, let's not get into specifics, but the group now has a second pair of Genji gloves, and I'm happy that we now have the kind of flexibility. Also, we have a bunch of side quests to deal with. I don't think Kefka's Tower is for today. It might be for tomorrow afternoon. But there's still a bunch to do. The group is complete, but they all still, like, some of them still have stuff to do. Like this fine gentleman here. How about that one? Also Cyan. Yeah. We might have to bring Gogo for reasons. And is it stealing or morphing? All of this will hopefully make sense in a minute. Metamorph. Okay. So we don't really need lock here. We can take whoever we feel comfortable with, and yeah. In fact, let's bring Terra. Again, we have so many heavy hitters and barely any mages in this group. Let's sign on this whole outing, and yeah, we're also going to bring our favorite blue mage so that he may learn. Really illustrious group that we have here. Let's see. We need Ragnarok. We need apparently Bahamut. Yeah. We need apparently none of these, but probably some classics. Yeah, that'll do. And I think oh, we're already here. Yeah, sure. Let's drop us all the way into the shit to begin with. Just to be sure, I'm gonna switch this around a little more. Yeah, that works. And also, as for relics, Genji gloves and a black belt, Genji gloves and a black belt, gold hairpin and marbled shoes. And we like the marbled shoes. Well. So this is still my castle. Cyan hasn't really been here since it was poisoned by Kefka and everyone died horribly. Water looks fine now, but I'm not an expert. Hmm. Excuse me for a second. You know, the offline session has been way too long and involved thinking again after what feels like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. So, that works. Thank you for your patience. I dig this element of early Final Fantasy steampunk with the rotor blades and the medieval towers. Yeah, so the 2 places I've been avoiding are Science Old Quarters and Throne Room, because he's probably not... like there's probably some memories that we have to confront. One place or the other. Maybe if we rest here. It's just upstairs again, yeah. I like that there's a logic to all these castles. I mean, there always was. Like, all the way back to, say, Final Fantasy IV. Really? Nothing. Oh. I'm Curly. I'm Larry. I'm Mo. We're the 3 Dream Stooges. This man's soul is ours. This man's soul is indeed ours. Today we dine well. Wait. Okay. Yeah, let's just all jump into Science Head. I love shit like that. Are we going to fight a child riding in a... figures. Okay, just have to murder them real quick. Okay, that works. Back off. I'm not gonna mess with you unless my brothers are here. See ya. Go, are you okay? Whatever passes for okay in Gogoland. Oh, 3. I think some of the side content might actually be new to me. Although oh. Oh, that's not gonna end well for Gogo at all. Nope. Shit. What I don't get about death effects, does the damage not count at all, or... Oh, seem to have forgotten to move. The hotkey bindings. Also, we're probably screwed and we probably have to reload. Just Long Joe, welcome back. Yep. Oh, you have? How has it been for you so far? Oh, that. Okay, so the previous group didn't quite have what it takes, and I think I need folks who can fend for themselves. Worst comes to worst. So we're going essentially with the All-Star team. Let's give her a ribbon. And I guess Silas is going to continue again tonight. So, so Silas, as in you found her while playing the lock segment, or are you already in the second half? Oh yeah, so when you first meet her. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna drop a quick save shortly before we do this. Also, do our main characters have anything to learn? Not particularly. So for her it's just gonna be... I wanna say +2 magic. And for her... yeah, she's gonna be Ragnarok. Thing is, if you'd asked me who Curly, Larry and Mo are, I would have... maybe Curly would have notched my memory, but the Three Stooges... not really my wheelhouse, which is kind of a weird blind spot because all this black and white barely out of the silent era. Slapstick comedy classics like Charlie Chaplin, Laurel and Hardy, a little bit of Buster Keaton. I watched all of that as a kid, but for some reason, I don't know, maybe the Three Stooges weren't such a popular import in German television. Which is kind of a weird thing, because I grew up in a time when reruns that went back to the 50s and earlier were just common, and these days I'm pretty sure that would be very, very niche. But I'm sure there's probably still channels that have afternoon reruns of Dallas or Bonanza, but when I was a kid in the 80s and 90s, there simply wasn't enough media to have them not shown. Back off. I'm not gonna mess with you unless my brothers are here. See ya. Anyway, weird digression about I'm getting older. Okay, this is going really well compared to last time. But then again, two of these characters have ribbons, and I'm not sure if ribbon means that you're immune to doom, but I shouldn't feel pressured to bring Strago along. With the way the game is designed, once you've beaten an enemy, you have ways of re-encountering them. So missing out on blue magic is not nearly as much of a threat as it was at Final Fantasy V, which I quite like. Makes for a very relaxed playthrough. Like the whole you're gonna miss stuff if you don't look it up beforehand. The whole pressure of that is, I wouldn't say it's non-existent in Final Fantasy VI, but it's a lot more chill than in the previous game. Final Fantasy V was, I don't know. Maybe they were doing it for replay value, but there's a lot in that game that can just fall by the wayside if you're not careful. Okay, so I guess we could open this now, but I'm not entirely done exploring here. Okay, apparently ribbons do not make you immune to Doom. I love how ribbons are the ultimate. They're like the ultimate concession of a game designer regarding, yeah, I'm gonna tell you that this item makes you immune against all status ailments. And you're like, all status ailments? Well, we still need some stuff to scare you, so Doom is not gonna be in there. Depending on the game, Confuse will also still affect you, so you're not immune against all status ailments. Yeah, but it sounds so nice when you write it into the item description. We're just three Dream Stooges. You said that. Good, everyone's here. Let's rumble. Okay. Triple deathmatch it is. Did I meet those fuckers before in another Final Fantasy? Or do they just remind me of Palom and Porom? Foolish me. Oh! For once, the silent spell actually stuck. Okay. It's always the thing with status effects in Final Fantasy. You always feel that they exist to screw with you. And if you ever try to put a status effect on an enemy, you're kinda in for punishment, as in you wasted a turn, because most bosses are immune against pretty much everything. Let's see if I can... still do it. Nope. Maybe that's why I'm so in love with the I'm so in love with the combat system in Pokemon. It's deceptively simple and, to a degree, really made for younger kids. But you always feel you're on a level playing field unless you're fighting a legendary or whatever, which happens like twice per game. But other than that, you always feel like, yeah, this opponent has exactly the same tools at their disposal as me, and if I cast Sleep, and if the probability is right, then their Pokemon is gonna fall asleep, and they'll have to deal with it. It doesn't help that, at least in the last Pokemon, these computer trainers were all really fucking stupid. So there wasn't much of a challenge, regrettably. But I like it in principle. that samurai enemy has a couple of items for me, provided the dice like me, provided Edgar stops being an imp. Sadly, you can't cast espers when you have the X magic equipped. Well, they can just switch, so it's fine. This train is not nearly as fun without the music. What a dick. Let's go on the relics. Really don't need the knight's code here. Those ladies can very well take care of themselves. A pair of marble shoes. Only pair brought around, that's okay. I'm gonna give it like 2 or 3 attempts. Oh, who am I kidding? It's gonna be at least 5, but not against you. To clarify, with the Ragnarok summon, all you really do is try to convert an enemy into an item. And there's a chance for the samurai enemy to become another pair of Genji gloves. Genji gloves let your character wield 2 weapons, 1 in each hand. And I have 2 pairs now. Ideally, I think there's another one in this very dungeon, in this Dreamscape train, but ideally I want 4. So that I can equip Terra, Cyan, Sabin, and Shadow with dual wielding, because that puts them in a place where they're really good at. Okay. Problem is, in this game you can't endlessly summon creatures. You can only summon the same creature once per battle. So once it fails, and it's more likely to fail than to succeed. as such, you have to kill the bastard and start over. This is a dimension I wasn't even aware of. Like of course, there is spells you can learn from enemies, stuff you can steal from enemies. Yada yada yada, stuff Gao can do when he imitates enemies. But yeah, also metamorphing. Shit. And I think metamorphing was in Final Fantasy VII. I think I used it for probably just one thing. It was probably ribbons, because, you know. Nope. Okay, let's advance a little bit. Cyan. Oh, he's reliving this entire thing that we had. Oh, so there's the set of Genji gloves that you get. What gets me about this is not only is it fairly rare that a metamorphosis succeeds at all. No. It's also the really good items are also at a lower probability to even attempted. So you will usually see the text better off potion, as in this enemy would be better off as a potion. Oh, curious. And since one of the few things from school math that kind of stuck with me over the years, it's how to compound probabilities. And yeah, you end up with really small numbers. Or rather, small fractions. When you do the math on how likely it is to get the actual item you want. So, what I'm telling you is, it's actually not really worth it, because I'm already worried that the last boss is gonna fold like a house of cards tomorrow, because my group is pretty kitted. Memorize the positions, this knowledge might save you. Okay. Lump of metal. Hmm. The way the dice are rolling right now, I would be shocked if we even get to transform one into a potion. We don't need a potion, obviously, but... yeah. Okay. Will there be another entrance? Nope. Let's see. I like how Ultima Weapon comes off as this big trade-off sword. To explain, it only does massive damage, but the damage gets lower the more injured the character wielding it is. But I keep my characters almost always fully healed between battles, because everything else seems foolish. Oh. Hmm. Okay. This works. Nope. Well, we got a potion. Okay. Damn. Oh, sure couldn't block his own attacks. As a dream inside a dream, wide awake the moon asleep. Oh. Can't say that this isn't hella cool. It's also nice that Terra still gets the more tricked out Magitech armor, like in the beginning of the game. Thunder, thunder, thunder beam. I like how this is dream logic in the intro sequence of the game. There are definitely areas where you can't go, like regular stairs and everything, because Magitech armor is just too big and unwieldy to go through these passages. In this sequence, if it works in your dream, then by all means. Might be going in circles here. Ooh. The armor can actually move fast. I hate it when the random encounters keep you from doing a little bit of exploration. Like so. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm trapped in a loop. That's unkind. Look, if you're gonna do the Silent Hills corridor thing, don't pepper it with random encounters. Like, I wish I could just turn them off, because the idea here is not to act out yet another Magitech armor power fantasy, but how to get out of this out of this looping corridor. And there's simple stuff like try going through it 10 times and see what happens. That I just can't do, or can do with much less. With much less effort if this keeps happening. Okay, looking up the solution. Okay. Apparently, you're supposed to start walking counterclockwise. I probably would have tried that eventually. It doesn't help that these battles pose no challenge at all. Oh, that's simple, huh? Whee! Oh yeah, no, we're still dreaming. Please, save my husband, save Cyan. Where are we? We're inside Cyan's soul. My husband, Cyan, continues to torture himself for what happened. That he failed to protect Doma, that he couldn't save the world, and that he couldn't help us. Taking advantage of his despair, a beast known as Rexsoul has latched onto him. Rexsoul, a monster composed by many bitter, empty souls who died during the War of the Magi. They're wreaking havoc on Papa. Please help him. Please, help Cyan. Papa doesn't deserve this. How nice of them. They even became a save point for us. Oh, poor Edgar. Oh, kitty cat. What are you up to? Hmm? Up to no good? It just occurred to me. You have an extra set of Genji gloves, so why didn't I put that on Terra right away? Could go with the falchions, but I want the enhancers for the extra. Cat, don't, please. It's messing with the whiteboard again. I need to find a solution for that. Hi Succulent Club, how are you? Okay, where were we? Right. It's gonna be... I mean, that would be fantastic if that actually worked now. No. It's probably gonna be in his old room. Yep. Sweetheart, do you love me? Of all the things to ask, a true warrior does not say things like that. Ian? I love thee more than anything. Oh yeah, he does slip back into old English when he's nervous. I heard that, yippee, I love thee, Papa loves mama. Wow, so embarrassing. Oh Wayne, hush. I heard that. Yes, it's probably gonna be a series of scenes, not just memories he has of his family. Just out of curiosity, how much different is her attack power with double falchions? Not nothing. The enhancer boosts her magic by 7 points, and the magic block. Oh. I could split the difference, but it's not really best of both worlds. It's more like not good at anything, but... Her attack is still really good with the enhancers, and the extra magical oomph really works. case in point here. You must be Rexel. We want Cyan back. You're too late. You cannot escape me. He is overcome by despair at his own powerlessness. I am fed with anger, hatred, and sorrow, and I hunger for you. I'm gonna possess your body. I'll only appear in this form again when you're about to die. Okay. That's really nice of it to lay out the rules like that. Cat, what is it? Sorry, the cat is really... You're right. And if I ever sound annoyed at what my cat is up to when she needs attention, I'm only ever annoyed to a point, because I also realized that I'm putting a living thing in an apartment, basically 24/7, because my cats don't go outside. And to a degree they do that for my amusement. And yeah. Which means I'm responsible for their well-being and their happiness. So yeah, occasional interruptions will happen, and that's okay. Okay, so I guess you basically told us that we need to play it close to the wire. Because these things won't die. And the Rexel will only appear when we're close to death. Oh, sounds fun. Let's not heal these bastards. Let's get some life insurance. Close to death, I guess. Is re-raise not something that... Huh. Let's see how that works out. I'm literally incapable of attacking them. Let's see. Oh, that works. The thing with Celes is that she one-shots everything. So, we're very close to death now. No, there he is. Get fucked. Idiot, what's up? Hmm? Wanna nap on my lap? Hmm? Yeah? Yeah. Come on, cat, settle in. Because this is a pretty tricky fight, and I need to concentrate. I can't do that when you're walking up and down my desk. Is that okay? Oh, 88. Alright, Celes is pretty much... There was no Ultima, so... oh no. Terra does. Looks like he's not done yet. Well, let's do this again. This is not a drill. This is a drill. I thank thee. I heard my wife and children calling out to me. Their voices finally gave me the strength and courage to live on. Oh, I hope this is a group hug. Elaine, Owain. Thank you, my love. I know Papa was strong. No, I did not do anything then, and I cannot now. I'm a man without honor. Come on. No, with entirely too much. My beloved, we'll always be together. Papa, we love you. Please wait. Yeah, he definitely needs a group hug. Or apparently a badass sword. We'll always be at your side. Look at them sneakily telling me where to find a measure side. Elaine and Owain live on in my heart. I can no longer dwell on the past. I must follow the road which I believe to be right. Cyan's soul cleared itself of all doubt and confusion, and mastered all of his Bushido sword skills. Yeah, the nightmare equivalent of a training montage. And we got the Alexander Magicide, which I believe makes its debut here, I think. Ah, there's a Moon Blade. Why would it... Oh, never mind. Glove, black belt. Yeah. If I can get it, I'll also try to give him the Master Scroll. That we can kick some serious ass. Okay, that's science side story done. Pretty much the first thing we did today. That already took us about 90 minutes. Let's see. What else is there? Should switch out cells. Probably I'll go on re-raise first. Best way to ensure that without gaining too many levels. I just don't want the group to be completely over-leveled when we get to it. When we get to Kefka, I want that fight to be epic and not woefully anticlimactic. I think I may have just murdered the group. There's an app for that, it's called Berserk. Get them. And I think not. Come on. Really? When did I last save? Oh, I think it was. Okay. So we didn't lose anything. Let's do this somewhere else. All I really need is 30 magic points. Why is science such a freaking glass cannon? Always has been. Yeah, so there's 10 magic points up front. Just need to know how to drill a hole in a cactus. Okay. Let's switch out the 18 for a few other people. Actually, let's get Shadow into the group because Shadow still has to learn a bunch of magic. Well, let's make this a family outing. Oh, you want to teach us holy, huh? Let's run these first. Okay, what else is on the list? The Doma Castle. Apparently there's more to do at the Opera House. So Celes will be grateful when we don't bring her to this occasion. Help! Help! Talk to the impresario! Yeah, well, where is the impresario? I love this ragtime so much. Oh yeah, he's beside himself. The dragon is sitting smack in the middle of the stage. That is a problem. Not gonna lie. I love how the background doesn't change, so technically the crowd is still there and the band is still playing. I honestly don't know how to get to the stage other than to jump down here. How does one get to the stage? I mean, acting lessons and connections, sure, but in this particular case. Folks, I can't do pest control if you won't let me in. Ah, or is it a new one? Oh, it's just the text of the opera. Was there's really no other way than here? Don't press the wrong switch. Or what? Oh. Well, for the main act, gonna fight a freaking T-Rex. I dug the crystal sword. This works. Nope. And really, it shouldn't. A little bit of white wind. Any more bullshit that I can throw at this thing? Spare Holy Lance. That'll do it. That's only like the 4th best katana in the game. Eight legendary dragons. 3 dragons remain. Looks like we're gonna have to save it. Save the day once again. Thank goodness. Okay. A Magus Rod, huh? Whatever that does, but it looks like an upgrade. Okay, that's another dragon down. I think we've earned some rest. Hmm. Yeah, we're back. It's like old times. Time to relax. Home sweet home. Grandpa! This is terrible. Gung Ho's hurt. Gung Ho? Who the hell is Gung Ho? Gung Ho, wake up. Who did this to you? It was Haiden, the beast you and I used to hunt. I almost had it. You took on Haiden? Oh. Gung Ho. Strago, please, you must avenge me. Gramps, why are you hesitating? Well, I spent my youth chasing that creature, but as I grew older, I abandoned the dreams of my youth. To do it again at this age is more than I bargained for. Gung Ho, rest easy. I'll do it for you. Do we get to help? Grandpa! Just a minute. You don't think you're going alone, do you? I have to face that monster and not run like I did before. It is my obsession, not yours. But Grandpa, don't be so stubborn. This obsession of yours could easily kill you. I'm your granddaughter. I can't just sit and watch while you make things harder for yourself. Sorry, Realm. It means a lot to me that you care so much. But its name implies the Haiden is extremely... Ah, the Haiden is extremely difficult to find. No one will ever find him if I don't go. Okay. Next up, Ewoud's Rock. Phew. Okay, little family outing, huh? Okay, this is a little cheeky of the cave to just appear, because we saw this cutscene. Oh, I hate this already. I'm hungry. Feed me, otherwise I won't let you by. I like to eat coral. Have any? Some coral. Okay, weird. 5 pieces of coral. Unconscious everything is immune to death effects. Great. This might seem like overkill, but I'm not just attacking the monsters, but also the dungeon design. Good lord. Not gonna save in here. $99 pieces of coral in a chest. Oh man. little offended this didn't kill them all. Oh well. It's always awkward breath. I think I brought the least ideal group to this whole shindig. The two physical fighters attacking with death effects that have no skin in this game, and the casters are actually the casters who are kinda useless in physical confrontations. At least we struck upon a rich vein of coral, huh? Oh boy. Nope. Entirely random, huh? Oh no, it refills. I need a break. This place is disheartening. I'll be back in a few minutes, and yeah, we'll brave this together. back. What did I do? And enabled fast forward and went through the dungeon like that, running away from enemies much speedier. And yeah, the thing is, you have to bring the thing You have to bring the thing 22 pieces. And whenever you attempt to feed it, and it doesn't tell you that, whenever you attempt to feed it with less, the whole situation is reset, and you have to go through this poorly lit randomized dungeon again. Fun is not what I would call that. And I know this is an endgame side quest, it's hardly the definition of top tier content, but still, that's hit on. Oh God. Okay, if you ever wondered why Strago was a little peculiar, here is why. Let's get rid of the little ones. To top things off, this one knows a very rare blue magic, so I can't just go all out attack on it on Hidan. I need to wait for the delta attack to take effect. Oh, there we go. Grand Delta. Now a fair game. I did it. I actually beat Hirion. After Gungo, he is avenged. Oh, the old guy is still alive. Gungo! Gungo! What's all the hullabaloo? Listen to me, I defeated Hiden. You what? You beat Hiden? You're lying. Lying. No, he's not. He really defeated Hiden. Haha. Well, a little monster like that could hardly expect to stand up to the likes of me. I don't believe this. This has to be a joke. Ha ha ha. By the way, how are your wounds healing, Gungo? Aww. Are they fine? That evening. There I was in a cave that seemed endless, and before I knew it, Hiden appeared. I stared Hiden straight in the eye, lifted my staff, and let him have it. Kapow! Thwack! Crash! Wanted to show my enemy the true meaning of the word hero. If only you were there to see me. And then... What happened to Grandpa? Oh, finally he nodded off. However, let's let him be. It's nice and quiet now about my wounds. Wait, first let me thank you. You gave Grandpa a reason to go and defeat something that had tormented him for decades. Even if you were faking, that creature meant business. What a granddaughter he's raised. Amazing. And what a terrible actor you are. Only Stargo could have been taken by that performance. What the? Oh well. Let's sleep it off at the end. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. So I heard rumors about an ancient castle being lost somewhere under the Figaro Desert, and the obvious way to get to that castle is, of course, taking the current Figaro Castle Figaro, and which isn't here right now, and dive under that desert. And for that, I think we want Edgar in the team. Also Terra. Sabin, while we're at it. And Lockwood, here's some additional levels. And I forgot to unequip Espers, and it gets me every time. Let's have 7 lead the team for once. I'm not sure if we just randomly hit it. There's something odd about this stratum. If we were bumped into something. Let's explore. Oh, that's the basement. Do we just leave through? Hmm. Here it is. Chainsaw your way to success in 12 easy steps. Turns out the devil's not immune against F effects. Death Tarot. I know who's gonna like that. Sorry, I had to close my balcony that the cat had insisted I open earlier. And I live in the northern hemisphere, so it's getting fucking cold in here. Oh shit. We're in for so much pain. Really? Really? Okay. Oh wait, Gladius is a dagger? Does it do anything special? Blessed dagger with the power to smite evil foes. Okay then. Guess you're back on the front line, Locke. Oh. So this was probably the target audience for that particular dagger, so I'll take that damage with a grain of salt. It was still pretty good. Yeah, no. And at this point, all the really painful shit comes in by way of magic. So on the back row are not really that important anymore. Didn't even check what the level up bonus for Alexander was. Oh, there is none. Never mind then. What's everyone else doing with their studies? Dice has been pretty good to us. Same tent as his twin brother. Kinda makes sense. What the? It's an Esper attack. Let's let lose our Espers. Oh, this is from the war and in the way before times. 1,000 years in the past, a battle was waged here. Lord Odin. Lord Odin is the only Esper left to us. This is wounds healed. First, poor grammar. Second, it matters not. We must leave this final battle in Odin's hand. city ruined during the War of the Magi. Anzerzucken. He of the very small horse. Impressive. I never thought you'd be able to turn me to stone. I mean, his concern for his slavers was probably very limited. There's an ancient legend. It tells of the battle between Odin and a powerful sorcerer that took place in a great hall of a castle. Well, let's explore. Please give me new and interesting enemies. I'm pretty sure I was never here. The flashback with not flashback, the whole Cyan family reunion thing that we did early in the stream, that I have seen. I've also been trying to get to the dreams that explore Shadow's backstory. Oh, neat. Which, you know, happen randomly when you rest in an inn with Shadow in the group. But we had no luck with that earlier. Rank Castle? Rod draws MPs from its wielder to deal criticals. So this way rods become marginally less useless? No, that's mean, but I don't bring Strago to a fist fight. That is what I'm trying to say. I think there's 3 dragons left. And one should be here. That's not him. Found the Master Scroll. Master Scroll is a fun little item. It gives you X attack. Let's use the fast chance for this, just to demonstrate how wicked that attack is. So I think the nastiest son of a bitch that I have in my group right now in terms of raw attack battle power is still 7, so I think eventually I'm just gonna give this to Cyan. Also, wait, we just get him? No? No big duel? Nothing? Okay, maybe these are just really bad. Yeah, this one's really tough in terms of physical attacks. Meteor. Hmm. Oh. That's more like it. Guess you really are frozen when your heart's not open. Hmm, another gold hairpin. A fake door. Okay. see. What about thunder damage? Huh. Whoops. That's a lot. Guys, I learned Ultima 7. Terra's dead. Hmm. Hmm. Honestly, if I run into one of the one or two enemies that I want to morph into anything, okay. Luckily, the group is not quite as overleveled as I was afraid. Like, I don't want anyone to go above 60 before we go to Kefka's Tower. There has to be more here. Hmm. Book with a gem encrusted cover, Queen's Diary. I realize now that I am in love with Odin. This breaks every rule of our society, but my heart longs for this noble, elegant man. How could anyone blame me? After the fighting is over, I'm going to bare my soul to him. Love between a human and an Esper. Maybe something opened up in the other room now. Doesn't really look like it. I need to look this up. I want to be running in circles here till the end of time. Okay. I read how you're supposed to advance in this place. And oh boy. So the idea is that you need to stand 5 paces away from the queen's throne. However you figured that out, I don't think your diary contained anything to that effect. Also, they don't tell you where whatever secret passage opened. It's not that the game is annoying me, it's just there's a very particular kind of obtuse that makes me question why it was implemented that way, what the underlying motivation was. Jesus Christ. Check the guide again. Hmm. Like, if the hidden switch was on one of the throne tiles, that I would get. That's something I might even look for intuitively. Well, here we are. Sorry, buddy, you're no Leviathan. Leviathan? Sadly not in this game. Oh, it's Odin's sword. Oh, that's pretty damn neat. have one of those, please? And a statue of the queen that looks like Celis, because didn't have another model. Even the queen was turned to stone. Tear comes from the stone. The Magicite Odin gains a level and becomes the Magicite Raiden. Well, I think that's about all this place has to give us. Yeah, so the thing is, Raiden is just a fancier form of Odin, who we now lost access to learning the Meteor spell, but there's another Esper who can teach us that. Actually, probably the last Esper we'll get in the game. That one is locked behind the 8 Dragon side quest. The Dragon side quest you can only finish by going into Kefka's Tower, so that's for tomorrow. But still. We got hell of a great sword. We got a new... We got some new Magicite. What I cannot dislike is that the slot... that Odin previously inhabited is now doomed to remain empty. So rather than replacing, like, sure, this is entirely pedantic and cosmetic, but it kind of makes you look at your collection, and it looks like a piece of missing. Oh. It even does the thing that Odin always does. Neat. Found an ancient text in the library, right? Oh, please tell me it explains the whole... obtuse shit. Okay. Let's assign the Master Scroll. Basically completing his build, but for maybe a few magics he still has to learn. So I also found something for our dear Yeti friend. There's a Blizzard Orb. So now we can cast avalanches. We always wanted to cast avalanches, right? Oh yeah, let's see. Let's optimize a little bit. Group while I figure out what to do next, if indeed anything left to do. At least today. I don't want to tackle Kefka's Tower now, because it's getting late and that place is big. And a lot. Right. We had on a Holy Land swim the whole time. Let's give him a false shield. It's a little interesting. You can probably tell, even with Gogo's interesting abilities, I'm not terribly enamored with that character's usefulness. Let's see, what else? Went through pretty much the entire group. Yeah. So all that's really left is, let's see. Made a checklist a little while ago. So we haven't seen Shadow's Dreams. We did Strago's side quest. We did the Opera House. Oh. How about we bring the band back together? For one last really sad turn. As you might remember, this is the group that went on a bit of a road trip a long time ago. And before we encountered Gao, we encountered this strange old man. Oh, hello again. Yep, your repairs were top-notch. I told you I'm not a repairman. Quick, fix that chair, then you can use it to fix the roof. I suppose. Okay, this comes kind of out of the blue, but the old man, who's clearly not all there anymore, was ranting about throwing a kid into the Welt, abandoning them. That kid, and yeah, it's pretty. That's a pretty strong implication that this is Gal's dad. Gal, could this be your father? Ooh. Come on, Gal. It's true, right? Father? Yes, this is definitely your father. Gal's father. Ooh. Right. Let's go tell your father the news. He needs to know you're his son. Just a minute, we can't go there with you looking like this. You know, let's go to Ghidorah and get you spiffed up. The entire group is there for this. Now, Gal, don't eat with your fingers. Oh. Don't say oh when you mean yes. Oh. How do you like these? Wait, what about those? Oh well. Did you say something? No, nothing. Which is it gonna be? Oh, this is nice, but do you think this is becoming of Gal? Pick something already. What? Nothing. This is it. A martial arts gi? Perfect. Functional yet sporty. Done. I don't think so. Completely lacking in fashion sense. Excuse me, sir. Could you order some clothes like the ones I'm wearing? Impossible, Caesar. How dare you think of sticking him in that kind of getup? Here you go. Now, any father would be glad to have a son like you. Oh. Excuse me, sir. Who in blazes are you? Oh, the repairman. Sir, you had a son once, didn't you? You did, right? Son? Right. The truth is, he's alive. Speak up, Gal. Father? What is this? What's with this son business? I never had a son. But now that you mention it, I once had a terrible dream. In it, a demon child was born. I grabbed the creature and rushed off to the Welt with it. It was crying like crazy when I arrived on the Welt. But, sir... I left the child there. Without looking back, I turned and started to run. Trying to tell you... Suddenly the crying stopped. I turned around and saw a frightful monster. Hideous. Still gives me the shakes. I give up. This man's hopeless. But you, young man, your parent must be proud of you. I still dream of being chased by that demon child. Frightening, those dreams. Why, you not even thinking of Gal's feelings. I'm gonna knock some sense into him. Don't. No. I'm sorry. father alive, happy. And that was the story of Gao and his family. And it's not a happy story at all. So is it just me, or is game audio not being properly captured? Huh. Weird. I can hear the game just fine, but I'm getting no indication that it's being recorded for OBS. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Anyway, for today, thank you all for watching. Kind of a bummer ending, right? I think that's what gets me about Gao. There is no real resolution for him. Like, his father abandoned him. His father is clearly unwell. Who knows where the mom is? Maybe she died in childbirth, and that's why he vilified his kid as a demon. And yeah. But Gao clearly has found a very loving and supporting surrogate family in this group of adventurers, especially Sabin. And so there's obviously a silver lining here, and Gao seems content with knowing that his dad is still around. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll try to somehow get the shadow dreams working. I guess we're just gonna, yeah, try to get through them at the beginning of the stream, and then we're off to Kefka Tower. I'm not sure how much training I'm gonna give the group anymore. Like, there's a bunch of stuff I would like them to learn and everything, but as I said before, the group is kitted to the teeth, and even if I split up the really strong characters across the 3 group, because that's the cool caveat of Kefka's Tower, that you have to explore it in 3 groups. Even then, we're gonna kick all sorts of ass. So yeah, I don't have to get like all of the blue magic left in the game in order to give Kefka a run for his money. Anyway, have a great start into the weekend tomorrow. I'll be back in the early afternoon Central European time with what I assume will be the conclusion of Final Fantasy VI. Looking forward to that. And yeah, take good care of each other and yourself. Good night.